Hey everybody. uh just wanted to start the video off by saying yeah, I haven't been really uploading in a while. I got a new job, so I've been doing that, been pretty exhausted. But then on the other hand, I mean, there's no beating around a bush here. Destiny is probably in the worst spot it's ever been, and that includes something like Curse of Osiris, where it was just, they were in dire straits, but I think it's somehow worse. We have all these pretty decent systems in place, but they just refuse to do anything, substantial with them in a meaningful and good way. Um, so I'm just kind of, yeah, I haven't been uploading, and I don't think I will for Destiny related stuff much anymore. And I know this is kind of the thing that everyone does. As soon as, shit hits the fan for this game, it's like, okay, I'm done playing. And then obviously, new expansion comes out and it's like, woo, right? And, I'm sure people are excited for Renegades. I saw that reveal in that Vidoc. I don't think I have cared less about a quote unquote major game reveal that, something I would care about, right? Ever. Like I legitimately just watched that with the straightest face. Not a single moment where I was like, "Oh, that'll be neat," or "Oh, I'm excited for that." I genuinely don't care. It literally looks like a cash grab of an expansion, and which we'll get into more in a bit here. Excuse the bell nut noise. Um, because that's kind of the only thing they're putting out anymore for this game. And yeah, it's pretty sucky. I don't really see myself playing too much more. The only stuff I've done is I think I've played like maybe a total of 3 hours of the Ash and Iron content. We didn't even get the exotic mission that's coming in October, which is insane to me. We've got a remaster, or sorry, what are they calling it? Dungeon layers. So, like a single encounter, couple encounters of the dungeons giving what I thought was like one reward once you complete it. And it's just like, okay, cool. The power grind is bugged. That's another thing. Just everything is a buggy disaster. So I'm not even fed up. That's the crazy thing, is like I am so like apathetic to anything going on in the game. I just don't care. Right? I see people talk about bugs or issues or things they want changed or even like new stuff, and it doesn't matter. I just don't care. I see, like, for example, the new controversy coming out with the gladiator armor that supposedly was put up as Iron Banner gear at one point. I don't know where it is, if I'm honest. It's probably not in here anymore. And and they just changed a little design detail and put it into Eververse instead, and now we're getting quote unquote new Iron Banner armor, and it's just, it's fucking a reskinned, which is crazy to me because like the reskin doesn't even matter. It's not new in any way because you can put shaders on gear, so you just get rid of that coloring anyway. So it's like, what's the point? You're literally just reintroducing old armor with actual no variation. So it's confusing. Like the only change is that it has a set bonus now, which yay, I guess, right? But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I just don't want to play anymore. I haven't even with Edge of Fate. I just kind of like, it took me like what, like almost a month to finally purchase Edge of Fate and play it, and even then I was kind of just like, okay, this is kind of neat. There's some good systems. That's the thing, is like there's a lot of good systems, but they just refuse to do anything with them, or like anything good, or like if they do something good, it's like one step forward and 50 backwards. It's so annoying. But yeah, and then now I guess we'll talk about Ash and Iron. So this was lauded as a major update, akin to something like Into the Light before Final Shape. So with all the Brave Arsenal and the new activity and all this, and I think Pantheon was around that time as well, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe before it or after. I can't really remember. So all this stuff. Ash and Iron is a non-explorable area. It is a returning area from D1, without the thing that made it unique, that being Siva. It's more rehashed garbage enemies in a shittier version of basically a shittier version of a previous activity, with relatively subpar loot. There's some good stuff, but it's not actually tied to the event. It's just other, drops. So there's there's basically zero reason to actually play it. Nothing unique. Like I said before, the exotic mission isn't even out. That's coming sometime in October, and to be fair, very neat exotic. We're getting a heavy axe, first type of weapon like that, so very cool. But other than that, nothing too crazy. You got another crossbow, I guess. Yippee for people who won't do or don't need to do the raid because it doesn't give you fucking tier 4, tier 5 gear, so it's useless. So, or last time I checked, if I'm at all honest, I haven't been really keeping up with that type of thing because I'm just, like I said, I'm apathetic to that. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. That's the reason there's no uploads. I have a second channel where I have been playing just other games that I enjoy, or I will be playing more. I really only have like 3 videos up, and it's like a Skyrim and a WoW video. I'm thinking it'll probably be WoW content, but I'm thinking I might put that up on here if I'm honest. And just kind of pivot to that. I don't really have a good enough computer to run Borderlands, unfortunately, and honestly, even a most high-end computers struggle running that, so probably never will. So I'll eventually get that on PlayStation, maybe. Might play that, but honestly, while those games can retain people, obviously, I modern gaming's pretty flavor of the week, even with these bigger AAA or like quote unquote popular games. Even something I like thoroughly enjoy, and I think to a lesser case Silk Song wouldn't be like that, but a lot of these more modern games are pretty flavor of the week. So might not do much about that. I might just stick to the games that I actually like, and will play past that I've been playing for years. So I might upload some WoW stuff here, see how that goes. I know it's not really similar besides the fact that they're both MMOs, but that's just kind of what I've been enjoying playing more and more recently, just because it's something I've played since I was a kid. Then on the other channel, and I'll link that below, I'll probably end up playing just the other games, Skyrim, Terraria, that type of thing. Just when I want to record something, but it's not really main channel, like who is entering games left and right? Holy crap. Any not similar to this. So that's something you want to see. I'm gonna be doing some WoW stuff just because I want to upload something, but I can't bring myself to play this game anymore. It's seriously boring. The fact that it's still the best way to get gear is just to like sit solo and spam the thing over and over again, and the fact we have to do that again, and I'm not even at max. I can't even I have to do, what is it, 450 to and then 450 to 500 or whatever, and it's bugged and only giving, or supposedly bugged, and it's only giving like 1 to 2 point drops. Yeah, I'm good. It just, and light doesn't matter. That's the other thing. It just doesn't matter. So it's whatever. It's kind of crazy seeing them fumble every single week. It's pretty funny. Very bizarre changes in a lot of the TWIDs or TWABs or whatever the hell they're called. But yeah, that's basically all I want to say. Just a little bit of a rambly rant video where I just kind of, I definitely don't think I will be getting Renegades unless they show a bunch of like actual changes and they kind of like win me over. I like Star Wars, but I don't like it enough to have it coming to, like, if I wanted to play a Star Wars game, I go play a fucking Star Wars game, right? Like, even if it's just inspired, if I see a fucking lightsaber and some like walkers, that's Star Wars, and I don't like that type of like cross franchise type shit. So it's boring to me. It's uninspired. So yeah, that's basically it. Because I agree, and let's just have a conversation. If anyone disagrees or agrees with my points or whatever. So see you guys in the next video, whatever that might be. Thinking some while.